I'm back. Same, no makeup. So you know this was shot right after the other video. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I package everything up. Now, when I first started, I was extremely overwhelmed. It felt like I just wasn't organized or anything like that. So what I started doing was actually color coding everything and things that would go. I have my own cabinet, which is this one right here. And that's where only my food goes because that way the kids don't accidentally eat it. But I didn't have containers to keep all my food together, so I would use Walmart bags and just put all of Monday's food in one bag. And then freezer stuff would have a tag on it, and it would have like a yellow sticker for Monday, Tuesdays. It would have like a green sticker for Wednesday, Thursdays, and then it may have an orange sticker for the weekend. And so that way I could just see and just grab out of the freezer. But as I started buying things and buying these salad spring mixes, this was a big container. And on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you make a lot of food. So those little containers in the Walmart bags, you had a lot. So I actually started saving every single one. And then I would label on the top, this is for Friday. And then I have a couple extra ones because some of them break after a little while. I have ones for Sunday and Saturday, Monday, and extras. So I will just write on them, you know, what it takes, what food is for that day or whatever. All right, I gotta pick up a container. Hang on. Ta-da! Okay, so as I mentioned in one of my other videos, go to Walmart and look for these Glad containers. They're going to save your life. This one right here is 1 1/8 cup. So a lot of the grains are 1 cup or a half a cup. And so that's what I use these for, is measuring out my grains. So when I make my big pots of wild rice, please don't rely on these containers because this has 1/8 more than what you're supposed to have. So grab out the old measuring cup and measure everything, especially the first couple weeks while you're doing this diet. Because if you overeat, it's going to be bad. Of course, no one ever got fat on fruits and vegetables, but if you're, you know, eating too many carbs and not exercising and all that stuff, it's bad. All right, so you basically, what I started doing was, here's my sheet. And for breakfast, sorry, it's backwards, oats and kiwi. So on oats, these quick oats, you want to measure because a half a cup of dry actually is a whole cup of already cooked. So I also got these are Glad containers as well. This one right here says a half a cup. Now, I don't know where the half a cup is exactly because it changes for liquid or whatever. So I will fill it up, and it turns out to be about here. So I slap a lid on it, and then I'll grab a kiwi. Now, you're going to have frozen food. And when you have frozen foods, you don't want to put them in these huge containers, because it's going to sit in your fridge for like a week, especially if you're packing up stuff on a Sunday and you're freezing stuff on Fridays. So these little kiwi containers, any containers you can find would be helpful. So what I'll do is sometimes I'll keep these, and then my frozen foods I will write across the top, and I used to have a whole bunch, Friday, Thursday, Monday, whatever, and keep those in my freezer. I am blessed that I have a second fridge, so most of my food goes into the second fridge, already packed in these big containers or these ones like this. And that way I can just go down, grab everything that I need for that day, and be good. All right, so kiwi. And okay. So this right here is breakfast. Believe me, it's a lot of oatmeal. If you can't do oatmeal, you know, look at what the other options are. Maybe you can do egg whites, and I can't because I can't do eggs. So again, this goes in here, labeled for Monday, and then, sorry, it's just, there's so much stuff here. And then you're on to your snack, which is, for this day, it's an apple, so you're going to put that in your container. The next one here, quinoa sausage, apple stir fry. So this is a double apple day, which is good because an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Imagine what 2 does. So there's 2. And then for quinoa, I don't have any, so we're just going to fake it with a container. Quinoa, put that in there. And believe me, 1 cup of quinoa is a lot. Sausage. So you can get sandwich bags and you can bag up your sausage like this. And again, put it in the small container because if it's Sunday and this is for, let's say Monday, Monday's fine. You can just put that in there and it'll be ready to go. But if it's Friday, put it in a freezer thing. Like I said, 1 patty is what I usually use. 2 is the amount that you're supposed to eat of these at Aldi's. So you're going to put that in there, and then you're going to take your stir-fry vegetables in this bag. Now remember, it's only half air. You're going to take half of it. You can either split both into a bag, or what I usually do is I just leave these in a freezer. So anything that I have in the freezer or in my cupboard, I usually take and put a star next to whatever it is that I have. So like tuna, obviously, you know, you don't want to stick this can in the refrigerator because the tuna is going to taste like can, and that's not good. So I will slap a label on this and make sure that I don't eat it, because when I do inventory for my next week, I don't want this to be used twice. So you're just going to go ahead and do that with all your food. Pack it in these containers, and when you're done, put it in the fridge. Do it. Because you know what's going to happen is you're going to get busy and you're going to get sidetracked, and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to eat? That's why we make the plan. It's really, really easy to stick to the plan if you have it all packed up. I know it's tedious. It sucks, especially when you've got tons of fresh vegetables in the summertime that you're peeling and chopping and bagging and whatever. But it will save you, I swear, especially if you're super busy, mom on the go, out the door, you've got the kids, you're trying to get ready for school, you're trying to get ready for work. You need to be able to have something quick you can grab. Pack it up, take the time, do it on a Sunday night. Even if you shop on a Friday, which is why I like this plan, because obviously if you shop on Friday, you still have Saturday and Sunday in this plan that you can eat. If you can't get to the store Friday night, you know, you can go Saturday morning and you still have food packed up. Bring it with you when you go to the store, all that stuff. And please, please, please remember your water. You need to be drinking water. So get a container of some sort, a water bottle. Make sure that it has measurements on it so that you're measuring your water. You need to measure your water. Take your weight, divide it in half, and that's how many ounces of water you need to be drinking. So as you start losing weight, you need to adjust your water properly too. So that is how I bag up everything. I put them in these containers. I save them. I save everything. These containers, everything. And let's see, what else? I know there's going to be something that I'm forgetting, and I'm going to hate that I didn't remember. You might cheat. 90% will cheat. Probably 99. I'm one of those 99. It's okay. Don't feel like you have to do this diet to the exact specification, because it will still work. Exercise if you can. If you're healing your gut and you just feel awful, you have IBS or you have thyroid issues and whatever, sans the exercise, because honestly your body needs to heal first and it can't do 2 things at once. So it's trying to digest food and get you healthy and heal its gut, and then you're exercising, which is taxing it. So just like take a break. When you start getting your energy back and feel like you need to, you're going to want to exercise, because after about a couple weeks, I just was all antsy when I would come to Monday and Tuesday, because I'm eating all these carbs and it's like a whole cup of carbs at one serving size. And then Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, I wasn't eating any carbs. And, you know, I tailored my exercise through my farm work. So for cardio, you know, I would walk up and down the fences. I would go check on my bees, which is like clear across the entire 25 acres. I'd go out and I would, play with the dogs or do something like that, go weed the garden, get it ready for winter. And then on my bodybuilding days, I would go clean the rabbit barn, I would clean the cow barn, I would go pick up cow patties out in the pasture, things like that would make me strong, upper body work. And then on the weekends, I would just relax because you need to keep your stress levels down. So I hope this was semi-informative. Find your own way of packing. This is what I do. I just save containers, pack, and I use containers for everything. It does take a lot of room in your fridge though, so if you don't have a second fridge, you might want to just try to wing it. But please make sure that you're filling these out every single week because you need to have a plan. If you don't feel like that plan, tough, eat it. You only have to be on that plan. The same thing, if you eat the same thing, it's only 2 days in a row, then you can eat something else. I have found that as I started doing this more and more, there's just things that I just stick to because they're easier. So I always have oats. I always have oats and kiwi on Monday. I have oats and maybe a grapefruit on Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday, those 2 days, I always have sausage. I always have some stir-fry vegetables and stuff like that. I always have salad and tunas. I mean, it's just you stick to the same things because it's easy, it's convenient, it's the cheaper route to go. So find your own plan. If you ever have any questions whatsoever, please contact me. I'm on Facebook. I have a web page, a Facebook page that's Fit Farming Mama. I also have a blog on WordPress that's Fit Farming Mama. So find me, look through my journey. I'm about 5 to 6 months into this. So I don't know, if you follow this diet, you will lose weight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've never heard of anybody not losing weight. So I know that it's real food and it's a little bit expensive. So I'll tell you that it's about $100 a week for me. That does include the meals for the entire family for dinner, but for the rest of the time, it is about $100. For me, I would rather do that over some sort of product, such as, like weight loss shakes and stuff like that. Even though I do protein shakes, I don't know. I just don't believe that those will aid in weight loss. So I believe that you need real food. This stuff is what our body is used to using, and even if you use the other products, they're made to be supplements, not what you put in your body all the time. So I don't have any issues with any of those companies. I think that their products really do work, and they really are great for supplements and aiding in the weight loss journey. However, there's no quick fix to any of this. You have to eat what our bodies were designed to process and be able to give our bodies nutrition. I mean, the more processed food you eat, you saw here, there's very little that's actually processed. Maybe the pasta and, I don't know, the tuna. Like, you really need to eat real food. And I don't mean like real junk. I mean real food. Fruits, vegetables, meat, and very little grain. So I hope this is helpful. It's been 13 minutes. Thank you for watching all the way through. Check out my other videos. Contact me if you need any help. Thanks.